Oh well, back to our losing ways. I'm not like too crazy disappointed. Bit sad, but we had those two wins back to back, and then this definitely felt like a game we could have had. It was just our defense, man. Our defense just let us down, man. I thought we were in it, but they were just scoring way too much points. Like 40 points in the first quarter. They had like 75 at halftime. Like, that can't slide. I just want to look through some of the stats. Marketing had a good game, 27. Clarkson had 20. Yeah. Colin Sexton came on, scored 17. He had a big impact. Westbrook had another great game. 28 points, 6 assists. Shot 64% from the field, 3 of 5 from 3. So we love that, but that one was a bit disappointing, guys. I'm not too cut. I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed, I'm just disappointed. Lonnie Walker had another right game. Anthony Davis was extremely aggressive in that first quarter. That first half had 20, I think. He only finished with 22, so he definitely needed to step up. LeBron had a quiet game, 17 points, 7 from 19, and he is not hitting three-pointers. I think he was 0 from 7 last game and 0 for 5 this game, so that's tough. I wrote a few notes as the game was going on. First quarter I said we let the Jazz score 40 like that. You can't win games if teams are scoring 40 in one quarter, so that was a bit crazy. We shot well though, and Westbrook had an immediate impact with AD. Like I said, he started the game very strong. Then when we bring Westbrook around that 8-7 minute mark, he's been looking nice off the bench, so I did bash that a lot, obviously, like I mentioned last video. That's a bit disrespectful, but if Westbrook's happy with that role, it looks really nice. Like Darvin Ham's been saying, 6th man of the year potentially. So it's cool. I like it. I like it now. If Russ is cool with it, I'm cool with it. It definitely makes him fit our system and work a lot more. That's cool. Second quarter, I just wrote Jazz are tall, cash, and have dogs. They are just tall. They've got nice shooters, and Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarkson, even Vanderbilt, they are dog players. They play with heart, and this Jazz team's really nice. Obviously, we all know that we thought the Jazz would be one of the bottom rebuilding teams, but man, they look good, man. In the third quarter, I said strong start. I love Lonnie Walker, and Russell Westbrook got MVP chants, so that was cool to see after all the slander. Like I said, I've been slandering him a lot as well, screaming for him to be traded, but it's cool to see him get love and enjoy himself out there, even though we lost. When we play solid defense and run in transition, we look really good. I think it's just about, that's the biggest thing, that this was our worst defensive game. With all of our struggles, our defense has been alright, and our defense really let us down tonight. So that's sort of the main thing I noticed. AD needs to be more aggressive in that fourth quarter. I've wrote down Bron is old, sick, and sore. Dude obviously has that foot injury. He tweaked it a bit. Apparently he's sick. And then obviously, he is very old now. He's still Bron, but something hasn't been right these last few games. It's not as efficient, not as energetic. Dude looks tired out there. A bit like I was watching a bit of the Warriors game, I think against Magic when they lost. Curry was looking quite tired as well, so I think some of these players are getting a bit older, boys, but obviously LeBron, he's been old for a while now, but definitely it looks like he needs a game off or something. Definitely needs a rest, because that bro was just complaining at every foul call. The main thing I've put down is defense let us down tonight. I also want to talk about something. Kendrick Nunn, I'm pretty sure he's not injured or anything. He's just been getting DMPs, coach decisions. What do you guys think of the idea? Because now that Russell Westbrook's off the bench and we're going to have Schroeder back soon, it's clear that Nunn's getting these DMPs because he's is a defensive liability. Offensively he can spark it up. He can, shoot threes, blah, blah, blah. But I sort of just think back to the Heat when the Heat had him and they were not playing him in the playoffs because of that reason. So my point is, we have Westbrook off the bench now. We have Beverly who's starting, who's a smaller guard, who's a good defender. We're going to have Schroeder coming back. Kendrick Nunn has been made more of a shooting guard off that bench now. especially with no point guard role really there. So do we look at trading him for like a potential 3-and-D? He does have that $6 million contract, so there is some leeway there. It's not like he's on a minimum. But yeah, like if Kendrick Nunn's not going to be playing and he's one of our players on the roster that isn't just on a minimum, like do we potentially look at getting a 3-and-D for him? Whoever's available out there. Like I don't think we could match like a Jay Crowder contract, but something like that would be a really nice addition to our bench. Because there was a lot of lineups with like, Troy Brown at the 4, or we have Westbrook at 1, AD at 5, and then you've got like Austin Reeves, Troy Brown, and like Lonnie Walker. Like we're playing a lot of lineups like that. I do think we need to have that solid 3-and-D wing we can lean on. Like JTA's back now. He's very good defensively, but he's not really the biggest threat stretching the floor. But apart from that, we just need to keep our defense let us down. Like when we're getting stops and we're running in transition with intent and with energy, like we look really solid. We go on nice runs, but it all starts with the defense, boys, because we obviously know we don't have the craziest shooters. Matt Ryan's probably the only extreme standout as like a scary 3-point shooter for other teams to have to worry about. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I think the final score was like 130 to 116 or something. Bit disappointing. I was hoping to get that 3 wins in a row, but I think we have Cavs next. I believe I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure we have Cavs next. They're obviously very good, so hopefully we can get a dub there, boys. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Make sure to leave a like. Make sure to subscribe. Yeah, my energy's a bit low because that was just a bit like disappointing. Yeah, it looked like we're about to make a comeback, and then we can't be letting teams score 130. So Lakers, sort your defense out. But let's move on to the next. I'll catch you guys later, man. Make sure to subscribe, bro, to 2K by the end of the year. Make sure to leave a like. I'll smell you guys later. Stay safe out there, and peace.
We hit a mill.